Ata Marie. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's had a great weekend and we're getting back into it. A bit wet outside, but that's okay. We're inside on the mats. So here we are. We're going to be looking at going in, going out, but essentially having a combination of different options to get out from underside. Okay. Yeah. So yep. Tell us how it works for you if you give it a go, and we'll give you some feedback. Okay, team. Have a good day.
To snag the arm, right? To drive me flat. So we have to have a plan for that underhook. So we spoke yesterday about punching through and the hand drops. So now nothing's controlling my hip. So I'm quite open and free now to boost, to switch up, to get on, and then to drive back. Okay. Now we're starting to think a couple of steps ahead. We're starting to use that supposed jiu-jitsu brain and plan an attack. But so does Ethan. Ethan's not stupid. He's smart. So just because you've got a plan doesn't mean he doesn't have a plan. You just got to make sure yours doesn't align with his. All right. So I'm punching in for the underhook. I feel Ethan clamped down. Great. All right. I know I need to get this arm out. So I'm framing up. As I start to turn, right, I'm making sure that this hand doesn't control the hip. I step the foot over. I drop the shoulder down. I turn onto the side. And I get underneath Ethan so I can grab the foot. I base down again, and then I come back up, and you can move out, right? That's the goal, perfect scenario. Yeah, happening like that's gonna be pretty intense, and pretty hard for you to pull off now. That's why we wanna drill it at that pace so you can get used to what your movement, and then add it in the rolling when you get a chance, okay? So, I'm flat, no, I'm on my side. I'm not really strong here, so I'm switching my hip. Here, I'm fighting Ethan, but his forearm's winning. So I'm switching my hip. I'm protecting my head, making sure that this doesn't get cross-faced. So make sure you got your frame on. All right, I punch through for the underhook. Ethan breaks it. And now we're out. Wow, I'm in a better position than I was a few seconds ago. Okay, so I got to look at the power of my position. If I've got my hips here, yeah, yay, no. All right. It's different when you got them up, you got a bit more space and a bit more play. Here, I really don't have anything to think, anything to work off. He can just drop my hip. So I'm switching, I'm coming, I'm making sure I got space. Ethan's driving in, pushing away. Circling around, getting there. You can't go halfway and stop. You got to work your way out and up. Half the time we get to position, it gets too difficult, we stop. Go one more turn, one more step. And you should be up. All right, give it a go. It's at 12 o'clock, my legs are at 6. All right, Ethan's sitting at 9. I want to be at 3. All right, I want to be 12 hours, I want to shit loads away from him, 6 hours out. So I'm blocking here, I'm coming underneath, right? I can feel that happening. My hip is free. Now watch, I'm gonna push away. Now what's happening is most people are just coming up here and they're having problems and they're getting stuck. Understandable. That's why they tell you, don't show your back. All right. So I'm here, excuse me. As I turn, I start to turn, look, watch. My left foot is gonna push and watch where my right foot goes. And we are a mile away. So you can turn in, which is great, or I can get the heck out of dodge. Boom, playing from here. And now we're up and re-attacking. I just want to make another another turn. Instead of going from here, it's coming up and trying to carry his weight and then drive in. It's still doable, especially if he's just sticking to you like glue. But if you can separate, now we're back up. Okay, so look at that angle. Think about where you want to throw your hips. Now here's the trick. When I step over, and my left foot is going to help push my hip up. So I'm not just stepping wide here. I'm pushing and driving my left foot into the ground. That takes it up. And then you get a nice separation. Cool, give that a blast. What we've got are 3 options. We've got an underhook option, we've got a roll out to our knees option. We've got to roll away to stand up. And now we're going to do, I want to go back in and go back to guard. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just trying to promote more movement. So our first one, we get our underhook, right, we start coming up. That's great. The second one, I get here, I feel jammed, I start turning, and I drive back up, and I'm in the same position. The third one, I'm switching over, I'm framing, that doesn't work, push, and now we start to get up. The last one is, as an option, we're just having lots more available options coming through, right? So from here, I feel the butt, I'm pulling backwards, I'm switching, I'm coming up. I'm moving my butt into his chest. And now we're back into the guard. Okay? So here you requires a lot of connection still, so you're playing his chest to your back. So as I start to get that underhook, I'm turning away. Here, this is the beginning drill. Remember, we're crunching in, also. I'm crunching in, walking up, push, open up, back into guard. Okay? So that's your option if you're a guard player, or if you like to be on the bottom, that's great. Boom, hand goes out, start to come away, elbow him in the face, up, push, back into guard. Play your guard game. Cool. Give that a little rep.